What's up, everyone? My name is Joshua Iguatu. I'm your host for the My Words Matter podcast. Who am I gathered with today?
Ryan Carrington.
Here we go, Ryan. So, what's up with you? How's your day been?
It's pretty good. How about yours?
Not too bad. We were talking about it earlier. Extremely tired. Just running off for 3 hours of sleep. When you're on that school grind, sometimes it gets to be too much of a grind. But we push through. We keep strutting along. But to start off, I just wanted to get your backstory a little bit. What's going on with you?
Well, I had cancer when I was 4, so that was right. I never really experienced kindergarten because that was right in the time frame that I would have been gone to kindergarten. But
Okay.
After that, really, I've done pretty well in school, and then graduating high school is all they said. The other one is a pretty big accomplishment. So it's probably the biggest thing that I have to share.
No, yeah, I definitely think the feeling of getting a high school diploma it's always top tier, I guess. It's one of those highlight moments that a lot of people get to have if they're able to even make it through high school. So I feel you right there. So what's your major? What year are you? What's going on?
I'm the journalism major, so I did 2 years of community college in Gallatin at Dalton, Sierra State, and so after I did that, I transferred last year to here, and so right now I'm technically a junior. Next semester I should be a senior on the books, but
we're just gonna hope and see what the credits look like when it rolls around. We all know that feeling right there. They're like, you kind of need to stay another semester. You got a couple more classes you need to take. So
college is just it's a business. It's all it is.
It is to a degree.
How can we make you spend more money so that you can go do
so you can stay just a little bit long? Yeah, I got you.
But I feel especially here at Tech, I don't feel like at a lot of the bigger universities, I feel that's more prevalent is the teachers are just teaching because they get paid.
Yeah, I got you.
I feel here at Tech, I feel the professors make an effort to make connections with each individual student, and that's good. I think that goes a lot into the high graduation rate.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I definitely think at I guess we're more considered mid-size. I wouldn't call us a big school, so between small and mid-size, I think we got
UT Knoxville.
That's a big boy right there. They got honestly way too many students. I don't think I can survive in that. But yeah, with these sort of classes, usually other than gen eds, it's pretty personal based, and within 25 or less students, almost kind of like a high school feel right there with the teacher being able to connect with you. So I want to start off by asking, how has your experience been at Tech?
At Tech, it's been really good. I really like Tech. I don't know. I mean, I've always kind of been an introvert, so I didn't really love the idea of going to college and being away from my parents and stuff. But I feel everyone's here is really we are in the South, so everyone's just really nice, and for the most part, there's a few people that that's everywhere.
You can't do anything about that.
Most of everyone's nice, and I like to stay out the lodge, so I feel it's a really good place. Besides the construction that constantly goes on.
Yep, you have to find a new walkway about every other day. You're like, all right, this one's blocked off too. Where am I going to next?
It used to take 5 minutes. Now it takes 15 minutes.
Yeah, you got to add that. It's like you're adding that to your commute. Like if there's a GPS, I feel like it's always showing red everywhere you go because you just got to find like another way to get around. Um, how has, I guess, it been, and you mentioned earlier that you had cancer when you were 4. How has that like affected your experience like growing up and getting through high school
Well,
and getting here to college? Yeah, nah, you're good. Go ahead.
well, um, I guess it affected my eyesight, so
Mm-hmm.
uh, I never really had an interest in baseball, but if I did, I couldn't have played baseball because of the eyesight.
Yeah, I understand.
But I did. I like basketball a lot, so I played some basketball.
Okay.
And not like competitive today.
No, yeah,
but
you're good.
just like right and stuff. Uh, then I guess in high school I was on the wrestling team. And
Okay.
I did that, but I guess part of the effect of cancer is that, like people the high school nurse people will start drawing like natural muscle and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
it's advantage in high school sports and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
So I have some of that, but it definitely took more of the toll than I realized because like a lot of people who didn't like weights, they joined the gym and they lift like 120 pounds on the bench press,
Mm-hmm.
and then I joined and I had to work a lot more, and that's not just for sports. That's with a lot of stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
it takes me longer to read stuff, and it takes me longer to write stuff, so that's academics as well. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I think I managed it pretty well. It didn't really. It definitely does affect you, but it doesn't
Like not affect you.
keep
Yeah.
you from doing stuff that
Yeah.
you need to do. So.
I got you. Do you feel like you've had like any sort of like assistance at all? Like if you need assistance, do you ever feel like you ever need assistance at all? Like how do you feel personally?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I have like an IEP, so
Okay.
individual education plan. So it's a little bit different. It just allows for like extra time and help if you need it.
Okay.
Personally, I don't like to use any of that because
That's fair.
how would you put it? I want to be as independent as possible, and so. But it is nice to have that extra assistance if you needed it.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Kind of talking about that assistance, do you feel like that was something that you had to find on your own, or was the university really like open and like willing to figure out, okay, this is how we're gonna help you feel comfortable here?
Well, it is something that you have to like speak out to yourself because
Mm-hmm.
like there's so many students and in like high school and stuff like teachers only have a few students a day and they can tell like, hey, I've noticed you need a little bit more time on this or that, and in college especially you have to, and that's for anything you have to speak out and
Mm-hmm.
let your concerns be known because
Yeah.
I
You're
feel
good.
like 9 out of 10 times, like most professors are more than willing to accommodate. You just have to ask, and
Mm-hmm.
if you don't ask, then they don't know, and then that results in you falling behind in your schoolwork or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So,
Okay. I've been curious, what is your reason for like trying to get your journalism degree? What prompted that and why did you decide to like follow through with it?
funny. I don't really even have the great answer to that. But,
No, that's fine.
I guess I've always been pretty good at writing, and I like sports.
Mm-hmm.
So put those two together in sports writing. That was kind of my idea, but I know this semester I'm in a computer, a newspaper production and design class.
Okay.
And I like that class is like working with Adobe Illustrator and design to make throwing each other the paper before it gets printed.
Okay.
And so I like that class a lot. Like, it's probably my favorite class I've taken so far. There's, what journalism, there's so many different aspects that you can do. Like to me, when I changed my major to journalism,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like writing, but journalism, there's like radio, TV,
Mm-hmm.
newspaper, like all this kind of stuff, like even your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I think I'm still finding out what I really want to do with that.
Okay. No, that's fair. There's definitely like a lot of options. I know for me growing up, I was like, I had like probably two big dreams. I was like, I'm going to make it to the NBA. I got to like middle school and I reanalyzed that one. I was like, the skill's just not matching up. The height's not matching up enough. I'm like, I don't know about that one. And I was like, okay, it'd be cool to like maybe be like a sports journalist. I was like, I love sports. I'm always like excited to keep up with stuff. I have like probably way too many fantasy leagues. So I definitely am like, that's like the backup option right now for me. I was like, if I need to, I can create like a TikTok baby. I see people do it all the time where they go on and like they just post about their thoughts. And I'm like, maybe I can trick people to caring about what I think. So that would be in the back pocket. But I definitely think that world is like huge and very necessary because that's like the only way we really keep up to date with like what's going on. So I'm excited to see what you end up doing with that. I'm curious, how has it been since you said you transferred in? I guess how has it been getting like acquainted with like professors and like making friends and just like adjusting to like the community here at school? Has that been rough, difficult, or has it been smooth?
It's not like super rough, so but a little bit, I guess, like on the intellectual level and stuff. I haven't had there aren't any issues like talking to people, getting acquainted, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But so before I tend to, before I tend to take, so like my fourth semester at Ball State,
Okay.
I had a drain blade, and so that affected, it paralyzed my right limb, so the right arm and leg and whatnot. So, so when I got here, I was like getting acquainted with people is not an issue. It's the getting around and doing stuff that was mainly the issue, and still is to an extent. But I feel like you asked that question again, I got like lost.
Yeah, you're good. Sometimes when you're flowing, you're like, hold on, where am I even going with this? I was just curious to like how you've been able to like make relationships from transferring in and having that happen as well. Like, has it been like difficult at all?
All right. So I guess I'm not like I said, I'm an introvert by heart. So I guess I wouldn't like walk up to random people on the street or in the cafeteria and be like, "Hey, what's up? How are you?" And I tend to do decent in like a group kind of setting where it's not so one-on-one.
Okay.
Because I do like you feel more open, like everyone's mixing and mingling. It'll be less stressful, like walking up to one person and it's like, it almost feels like, to me, it's like, my heart stops and like the room goes quiet and it's intimidating. But I've gotten involved in the BCN,
nice,
the Baptist Collegiate Ministry, and so I go there and I've made a lot of my friends through there. So that's good.
No, I love to hear.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with a couple people at the BCM, and they all seem like cool people. So I'm glad that you can get involved in like that community because they're definitely like pretty welcoming, and that's always important in helping yourself feel like comfortable in college. Is finding that sort of community that you're like, yeah, I can be myself, I can hang out, I can vibe, and that definitely helps make it like easier pushing through because we're always on the grind as college students, like trying to get through. Man, for sure. So I guess how do I phrase this? Yeah, I'm also doing the same thing. Sometimes I'm like at like a loss for.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it definitely happens. Do you feel like, I guess, you have the right like supporting cast behind you? How does that look like on like your personal level in terms of like getting through college? Because you have potentially year and a half left. Do you feel like you have like, I guess, like the right people around you to help like push you to get through college?
Yeah, for sure. My parents, obviously, they're great, but then also, I guess, like, friends and stuff that you meet through college that can, like, sometimes other people can see what they can see your path before you can see it, and so they're pushing you because they know what you're doing. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, but I definitely feel like I have the right supporting cast.
There we go. I love to hear it. Is there anything that you felt like, I guess, you could have got like any more assistance with? Or do you feel like everything that's happened so far or that continues to happen has been going like the right way?
No. Can you repeat?
Yeah. I can. I probably also didn't say that in like the best way at all. Yeah. So I'd say more so like, have you feel like you've had any difficulties that could have been like avoided throughout your time at college?
Not construction.
Yeah. That's
really the only thing. So at the end of the last semester, I had an ischemic stroke, and so that wasn't really avoidable. It's just something that kind of happened. So, but as far as living on campus and going to class, there's not really anything.
There we go. That's good to hear. That means it's smooth sailing right there. Do you feel like I know you kind of talked about it, like it's definitely like difficult to like have to go up and like create that conversation with people to like interact and like get to know people, but do you feel like there's been any sort of like random sort of like interference or difficulty when you're trying to just like live like your day-to-day life here at college? I don't know if that made sense at all. I
No,
definitely think it was like,
it kind of did. So are you asking if like I have trouble like getting to class and stuff?
no,
Or
no, not
are
at
you
all. More
asking?
so like, I guess your interaction with people. Do you feel
Oh,
like
like
people have like try to like approach you weirdly or differently or like anything of like that nature?
okay, gotcha. I don't think so.
Hmm.
I think the most part people are pretty just. Uh, I think a lot of times in my head, like people are gonna treat me different or approach me different, but in reality, that's not the
Hmm.
case. It's just what I think, and so it a lot of times. And this happens to everyone. It's like you get so bogged down in what you think, you
Hmm.
forget what other people actually probably think, and
Hmm.
so it becomes more about what you think about yourself and
Yeah.
your self-esteem and not
Hmm.
what people actually think.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. We can, I guess us as just like people, we get really in our heads at times and just create all these different scenarios that for the most part don't even exist at all.
Right,
We're
right.
just we're fighting ourselves, honestly. Is there anything that you feel like helps you like get out of that mode
What
in
what
terms of
do you
like
mean?
thinking that like, oh, all this such and such is happening, that sort of thing, and you're like, oh, actually, like not really. I think this is just me. Is there anything that you do to like?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, I'm a Christian, and
Mm-hmm.
so the Bible tells us to that we are made in God's image, and
Mm-hmm.
so He sees us um, as flawless, I guess. And so whether or not we see ourselves that way when approaching other people,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I have to remind myself that like it's not really how I see myself. It like that's not where I find my identity. I find
Mm-hmm.
my identity in Christ and what He
Preach.
says.
Nah, I got you. Well, as we're beginning to wrap up, I'd ask, is there any piece of advice you'd want to like give the viewers for like strutting along through college and making it through?
uh, like in terms of the actual like
It can
what
it
do
can
you
be like
mean like
extremely general. Yeah, yeah. There's no
yeah,
pressure on this one.
I know. I guess my advice would be I know what's I've had a few difficulties in life to get here, so uh,
Mm-hmm.
that I would just say that um, a lot of times if you have like major difficulty or something, you cast that to the Lord, and the Lord he uh, he'll help you overcome whatever like I've overcome obviously cancer and good I guess it's called gliosis. It's
Okay.
basically another tumor. Uh, Meningitis,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, brain bleed, a stroke, and so there are other like eye surgeries and stuff
Mm-hmm. I got
on
you.
next in there that aren't really like giant, but a lot of things can seem like super scary in life, and if if you just throw your worries to the Lord, and then my parents didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely didn't expect me to. I mean,
Yeah, I
they
got
didn't
you.
think I would graduate high school, so. on here.
Yeah, you're proving them wrong right here. That's
Just that's not that, and then obviously my stuff was pretty big, life changing stuff, but that's through like any little problem. Like if you had like a test or something, you have to think you're gonna like do that. I'm not like just straight through like peace of mind, and God will help you get past that. Whatever your giants are, we all face different giants.
Man, hey, we all gotta be giant slayers out here is what it sounded like. Just push through. We all deal with difficulties, some more than others, but at the end of the day, it's about how you face it. And you're showing that, man, nothing's gonna be holding you back. So we love to see that. And I think with that, that's about all the time we have today. I want to appreciate you for coming out here. I've enjoyed getting to talk to you.
I appreciate you.
There we go.
Letting me come on, so.
Thank you. And with that, it's been another episode of the My Words Matter podcast. I'm your host, Joshua Guatu, signing out. Have a good one.